So to look at what the expectations are for today and to get to know the HSGQE test a little better, the very first thing that I want to draw your attention to is the location of the note sheet. And you'll need the note sheet for today's two direct instruction videos. And so where you find the note sheet is right here in Documents for this unit. And then you find it titled Note Sheet for HSGQE Info and Author's Purpose. And you click on that document and download it, and then in Microsoft Word you'll add the information that you need to for these particular lectures. So going back, we will actually take a look at the HSGQE presentation. So the HSGQE test is what we are actually going to focus on. And the things that you should know are the purpose of the test, why the HSGQE was put in place, and the HSGQE expectations. Okay, so to start, there are some vocabulary items that you want to take a look at, and these are the first few items that are in your note sheet. So HSGQE stands for High School Graduation Qualifying Exam. And then NCLB is No Child Left Behind Act. And GLE is Grade Level Expectation Standards. Okay? So the purpose of the HSGQE is actually two-pronged. You have the HSGQE being a way that you can meet your graduation requirements to receive a diploma through showing basic competencies or understandings and skills in areas of reading, writing, and math. The other thing that the HSGQE is used for is to show if schools are making progress toward annual yearly progress or if they're actually meeting annual yearly progress. So the HSGQE has two purposes. Some history on the HSGQE is that for decades before the HSGQE was instituted, employers were noticing that students, Alaskan high school graduates, were not performing certain tasks or not capable of performing certain tasks. And then as a nation, in the early 1990s, we were dealing with the legislation of No Child Left Behind, which demonstrated concern for public students' abilities to show basic skills on a national and global level. By 1998, many states had adopted a standardized test, and legislators from Alaska tried to show concerns that were unique to Alaskan students, but by the early 2000s, Alaska had begun focusing on the standardized test route. By 1994, the HSGQE had set proficiency scores. They're the same proficiency scores that you see today. The reason that we're looking at the HSGQE is to meet the GLEs in the areas of reading, writing, and math, and it is showing that the way that you do that is by passing each section of the test with a proficiency score that's specific to each area of reading, writing, and math, but the scores are usually around 300. In the writing portion of the test, and this is a big piece of the note sheet, there are several blanks that you fill in this paragraph, so make sure that you take a look at this closely. pause the video if you need to. But you need to be able to write a basic essay with reasons. You need to know 8th or 9th grade level grammar and language usage, understand and apply sentence structure and the various sentence types, understand and apply the 6 traits of writing guidelines, perform editing tasks, understand and use punctuation, and know the forms of voice and know forms of writing. A couple of resources that can help you prepare for the test if you wish to study outside of class are the 2 websites that you see listed here. And again, you can pause the video and you can copy and paste these into your browser. You can type them into your browser, or you can actually go onto Moodle and find the URL links that I have set up. And those are a couple of places. In fact, one of the links is the State Department of Education website that I have listed right here. And then these are all of the websites that I would like to credit for images and information used. So if you have questions, please don't hesitate to Skype me or post a question on the Homework Help Forum.